Okay, so this was the first live SmackDown of its new time during the new era of Tuesday nights. Now, I'm not going to discuss the... I feel a sneeze. Okay. A lot of the focus is on the draft, and I'll focus on the draft once it's all done, because we've only did 18 for each show. So almost nobody got entrances, because they needed that free time. They did do a split screen once, which I thought was awesome. During the John Cena Luke Gallows match, because it actually made me watch the match. So of course they hyped up Enzo and Big Cass on the outside and the club on the outside. They kind of got involved a little bit. The club decided to charge Enzo and Big Cass, who low brings them over the top rope, which distracted Gallows. So of course Gallows got pinned by John Cena. Not a bad match. Good opener. Continues. It actually progresses the feud. Xavier Woods finally took on his arch nemesis, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's psychology was off of the charts, going onto the floor, then back onto the chart so you get off the chart again. He is ridiculously good. Don't break up the Wyatts. Bray, we find on his own. Rowan and Strowman, no. A Harper can work on his own, but you take those two guys away, and it's just not going to be pretty for the rest of the Wyatt family. They showed some great babyface fire. Psychology, Wyatt was on point. Xavier Woods, man, if that's what this guy can pull off just naturally, if he was 6 inches taller, he'd be The Rock right now. That's what he'd be pushed. He'd be pushed as a golden gift of the gods. But he'll not get a victory. Sister Abigail later, nice reversal into it. 1, 2, 3, boom. There you go. Wyatts win the match. Head in their 6-man. Okay. Good. Like it. Worked well. Champions versus challengers. The team of Darren Young and Woo 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 Zack Ryder take on the awesome one and the manliest man to ever man the man, Rusev. With Maris and Lana on the outside. So you had a lot of gold in the ring, a lot of blonde on the outside. You had the Russian and the French Canadian. All right, multinational. I like it. Good, let's roll with it. And their match was pretty good. You had your standard, like, the heels aren't communicating, which leads to the faces getting a quick bit of comeuppance on them. We see Darren Young finally bust it out. Crossface chicken wing, crowd pops, because how could you not pop as a crossface chicken wing? It's an amazing move. It's Bob Backlund being like, Darren Young, I'm going to make you great by giving you my move. My move will make you great again. And it progressed 2 matches. This is one of those really smart, simple go-home shows where they just quickly and easily went, okay, what are our storylines? Man, we got like almost no match time. What if we did this? And dang it worked. It worked really, really well. Sasha Banks took on both Charlotte and Dana Brooke because they've got a match going on and they don't want to spoil who's going to be your tag team partner. And the match was fine. It's one of those things where it's hard to get super, super into that sort of match because it's a 2-on-1, so you know the heels are going to win. And they did. So, other Divas match. Natalya was going to take on Alicia Fox, and she just gets blasted by the queen of the Spitfire. I guess the immolated one. The last kicker. Becky Lynch just unloads all over Natalya. There's like a dozen refs pulling apart, and she's still last kicking the daylights out of her. I was like, good, this feels like what you should do with these two. It's a blood feud. I like it. Make that match a blood feud. Give us 2 Divas storylines that One will, of course, be pre-show, but we got 2 Diva stars happening simultaneously on TV. I like that. It's good. Kevin Owens is set to take on Kane. But Sami Zayn got involved and attacked him. Kane then laid them both out. Whippersnapper Kane. So it got the point across those who don't like each other, but they might team up to beat someone like Kane. Also made Kane look strong, which you kind of need to do because he really hasn't done much for quite some time. And apparently I was misinformed because I didn't know to turn on the WWE Network to find out that the Ambrose-Rollins match continued after Raw on the network. So Ambrose was champion. Ambrose and Rollins get into a match again. I don't know how these two have that much chemistry. They have almost as much chemistry as Carl Anderson and his hot Asian wife. But great level of chemistry. We saw a superplex into another plex that was stopped because you don't know why. Dirty deeds, sat on the ring, 1, 2, 3. Ambrose retains. He's going in to Battleground as champion to face his vile arch nemesis and his on and off against Samoan friend. It's good. It was nice. It was clean. It was concise. I would have liked a little bit more match, but I think that for a go-home show, with the added pressure of doing lots of draft, this show worked, and it worked well. I don't want to see 4-man booth. I hope they don't juggle around announcers. If they do, can IPs have Morrow and Corey Graves? Just saying. Now, once it's done, I'll do a Raw draft and a SmackDown draft.